It's Monday, brothers, and that means one thing. We're going down that hole again, and this time, once again, we're focusing on Space Marines. There's so much talk. There's so much hype. There's so many rumors surrounding this big new Space Marine launch. Space Marine 2.0, we're calling it this edition, because apparently they are getting a new Codex. Last week, they showed off the brand new drop pod, which was a big rumor. Other rumors attached to that, like fast attack and stuff. But I'm also hearing more and more Terminator rumors. Yes, strap yourself in. It's about to get chunky. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. So just to bring everyone up to date, what has happened now is last week, Games Workshop shown off the brand new drop pod. That was attached to a big whisper that I've been hearing now for a couple of months, is that a brand new like fast attack stuff is coming for the Space Marines. The drop pod again, which was shown off, I heard multiple Outriders. I heard like a brand new land speeder was mentioned in there. I heard Vanguard veterans were also mentioned in that. Now, I'm not saying that the land speeder, the Outriders, the Vanguard veterans are going to be coming this edition. Hopefully they will be, because the faster we get more Space Marine stuff, the better for me and the other Space Marine players, right? Like, I can more or less see most of that Vanguard stuff and maybe the Outriders maybe coming in 11th edition. I would want them to come in this edition, but I definitely see some of the stuff attached to 11th edition. 11th edition is not that far out now. It's going to be 2026, spring, summer 2026, so it is on the horizon. The main things I really want to talk about today is the Salamander image, the Imperial Fist image, and the units I theorize that are going to be releasing around that time, because again, the rumor is right now we are supposed to be getting a brand new Space Marine Codex, Space Marine Codex 2.0, and a lot of people are like, what the hell, Valrak, Space Marine Codex 2.0? I haven't got my Codex yet. I'm not saying it's going to be the next Codex. It's probably going to be like the last Codex of this edition. Like, they'll get the Votan out, the Dark Eldar out, everyone that hasn't got a Codex yet, and then they'll drop Space Marine Codex 2.0, and then we'll probably have that campaign series that finishes this edition. Now, pushing forward, the image in the background right now is the roadmap. And in the roadmap, they updated that. They have not only the Salamander image now, but they also have the Imperial Fist image. They also did a tease of a Raven Guard at the end of that, which even more confirms the whispers of the warp that the Raven Guard, the Salamanders, the Imperial Fist, the Iron Hands, and the White Scars are all going to be getting a brand new HQ. If you're not up to date with those whispers, then the Salamander one is supposed to be Forge Father Vulcan Hestan. The Imperial Fist one, which we'll get onto in a second, is supposed to be Lysander. The White Scar is supposed to be someone on a jet bike. The Iron Hand is supposed to be a character in Terminator armor, if I'm not mistaken. And the Raven Guard one, absolutely no idea. I theorize that it could be Sharokin coming back from 30k, but that is just pure theory, pure foil mode for now. Now, on to some stuff which excites me, and this could be big. So when Space Marine Codex 2.0 is supposed to be launching, and people ask me when it's supposed to be launching, I have absolutely zero idea. I've heard something big is going to be launching on August the 2nd, but in terms of what that big thing could be, no idea. It could be Horus Heresy 3.0, which I don't think it could be. It could be Space Marine Codex 2.0. It could be Cafe for the old world. But August, apparently, is supposed to have a big launch. Maybe I'm just going to say to myself, August Space Marine 2.0, and that way it just makes sense to me. But when this does drop, apparently attached to some of these characters which we've just mentioned, Lysander, which I'm hearing about, is supposed to be the brand new range for Terminators, which absolutely makes sense, because Lysander is going to get a brand new model. Lysander, of course, is in Terminator armor, which is amazing, because we all want Lysander as a brand new model as the Imperial Fist boys. But also a part of that is going to be the brand new Terminator Assault models, which we've been waiting for ever since 10th edition launched the actual new Terminator models. Like, it's mind-boggling to me we haven't seen these guys yet so far. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this rumor turns out to be true, and the Assault Terminators are going to be launching with Space Marine Codex 2.0. But that's not all, right? I am hearing that we're supposed to be getting other HQ choices for generic Terminators. I'm hearing there's supposed to be a brand new Terminator Ancient, right? We're doing it again. Black Templar Ancient 2.0. This time, just a normal generic Terminator Ancient is supposed to be launching with all the new Terminator stuff, which for me makes sense in a way, because I think they got rid of, like, the Deathwing Ancient, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong, or was it the Apothecary they got rid of? But we definitely need a new Terminator Agent for Terminator. So yeah, that makes sense. I won't be surprised if we get like other bits of like Terminator HQs, maybe some upgrades and stuff like that. Maybe a new captain for Terminators, with Lysander, the Terminator Assault, Ancients and stuff. I think that could be really, really cool. I have heard that the design has changed slightly, like not a big design, but the shields are a little bit different, but expect thunder hammers, everything like that, as you normally expect from Terminator Assault. So I'm massively looking forward to that. Me, as an Imperial Fist fanboy, I've been waiting to make my first company Assault Terminator Force for a while now, so hopefully by the end of this year, it will be out, and I can make that dream come true. And with the launch of the new drop pod, we've also had talk of what else is going to be redesigned, Valrak. Have you heard anything? And I have heard that Games Workshop are in the process of redesigning some of the track vehicles. In terms of what track vehicles at this moment, I don't really know. I've heard whispers of a potential Rhino redo at this point, but nothing from like sources or voices that I really, really trust, that come from other dark places of the whispers of the warp. But personally for me, I definitely see them redoing some of the old vehicles. They literally put out an article on their Warhammer community website talking about the Land Raider, like it's what, the 25th year anniversary for the Land Raider. I can definitely see them redoing that kit. It makes sense, right? Now, I'm not saying like redo the Land Raider where you can't recognize it. I'm just saying upgrade the kit. Make the kit a lot better to go together. Look what they did with the Spartan Assault Tank. The Spartan Assault Tank was just awful to put together. They redid it in plastic for the Horus Heresy. It's one of the best kits. Like the Vindicators for the Horus Heresy, the Rhinos for the Horus Heresy. Every track vehicle they've redone in plastic for the Horus Heresy goes together like a knife over hot butter. So yes, please redo it so there's no gaps. It's easier to make, and they just look cooler when you assemble them on the table. Maybe, I don't know, maybe add a few more guns options in there. Maybe, you know, more melters and stuff, more upgrade bits like Imperial Fist symbols, Ultramarine symbols, Salaman symbols, decal sheets. I don't know, just give us more options to build our Land Raiders with to make them look a little bit more cooler, a little bit more epic, a little bit more veteran on the battlefield. So yes, I've definitely heard stuff about vehicles being redone, but in terms of what vehicles at this moment in time, your guess is as good as mine. Now, I actually do think we're going to see some of this stuff teased next month in May. The Dallas Open has been confirmed that it is going to have a Warhammer preview show. I am going to do a dedicated video to that, like what I think they're going to show off there, but I definitely think some of these character HQs, some more teasers of Space Marines are going to be at that show, and that is going to be our first indication, our first preview on what's to come for new Space Marine stuff. Anyway, Chaperoonios, thank you for coming, thank you for watching as always. If you've got any thoughts, questions, feedback, anything like that, post it down below in the comment section and I'll do my best to try and answer them down there. All I can say is the Space Marines are coming again, right? The equal attention cake has been firmly eaten and we have arrived. See ya, have a great day, and bye-bye.